Ladies and gentlemen, in today's video, it is time for my WrestleMania 41 predictions. Will admit to you, some of these matches have not yet been confirmed for the card, but we all know will be confirmed. But either way, we're going to find a way to make this video entertaining. We're going to find a way to make it fun. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please make sure to show any support you can. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Cue the intro. Now, real quick before we start, I'm just going to name the one match I'm not going to predict because I really don't care, is the Liv Morgan versus Raquel Rodriguez versus their gauntlet match winners. Honestly, I don't know why they're still doing the women's tag team titles at this point. Like, they're just getting boring and stupid. Alright, and to start off WrestleMania, without further ado, we are going to predict the first match of the night is Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano, or Chad Gable. This match is stupid. It could be done on any Raw. They're just doing it to fill time. However, my winner of the match is probably going to be El Grande Americano or Chad Gable, because I feel like this is usually what they do with Rey Mysterio. They have him pumped up and then they have him lose at WrestleMania to an eventual heel, and that's going to be Chad Gable. He's going to eventually take the mask off, reveal that to him, it's going to be like, oh yeah, shocker, you know, Chad Gable. By the way, Chad Gable needs that WrestleMania match. He needs that WrestleMania moment, and he will get it here. Alright, now we have one of the matches that's not yet confirmed, but will be confirmed hopefully this Friday. We got Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. I feel like for like 3 weeks straight, they were like building up to this feud. You know, they were attacking each other, all that stuff. And then they just kind of took a break for like 2 weeks. But either way, Drew McIntyre needs to win this. Like, Drew McIntyre can't keep losing these important matches, like getting rolled up after roll up after roll up after roll up after roll up. Like, that cannot keep happening to him. Like, I've said this multiple times. I think I talked about this in a short I made. Drew McIntyre cannot keep losing like this. I like Damian Priest, but this is Drew's time. Alright, and now we got the WWE Tag Team title match. I'm assuming it's probably gonna be a ladder match between Los Garza, the Motor City Machine Guns, DIY Street Profits, Los Garza, and yeah, the pretty deadly tag team. And look, man, from what I've been seeing, honestly, Los Garza, out of all these tag teams, they're the best in-ring workers, I think, and they're the ones that are the most entertaining out of those tag teams right now. Honestly, I think this will be kind of like, you know, how Austin Theory and Grayson Waller won last year. Like, nobody really expected them to win, but I was not mad with it. Like, and if these two won and grabbed the titles from the ladder, I would not be mad at it. Like, these two are excellent in-ring workers, and they work really well together. Los Garza will be your new WWE Tag Team Champions. Alright, and now we have Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Honestly, I think this is a really underrated match. I think this match could actually slap hard. But either way, Jade Cargill's gonna win. There's no way she's gonna lose. I mean, why would you have her lose after literally months of being on the shelf because of Naomi? But, like, either way, it wouldn't make sense. This is Jade Cargill finally getting back at Naomi, finally getting the better of her in this match. Honestly, I don't think it's going to be necessarily a squash, but I think it's going to be like a convincing victory by Jade Cargill. Yeah, she gets her revenge against Naomi, no questions asked. Alright, and now we got Randy Orton's match, because this also is a match that is not yet confirmed, but will be confirmed, because there's no way they're going to leave Randy Orton off this card. But the question is, who is his opponent? Well, I'll tell you, I had this predicted when I heard Kevin Owens was out, and this guy literally just signed back with the WWE. I'm sure you could guess who it is. I think Randy Orton's going to have a clinic with Rusev, just like old times, back in 2018 when these two were fighting over the United States title. I think Randy Orton is going to be, waiting. It's kind of going to be like a Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins segment, even though Rusev isn't as big of a star as Cody Rhodes is. But I'm thinking that Rusev will get the upper hand, then Randy, and then these two will feud all the way until SummerSlam, and it will be a great feud because, honestly, Rusev was good. I've seen him in AEW. He's definitely improved, and I feel like he could thrive here with the Triple H era. Alright, and now we got the Fatal 4-Way Intercontinental Championship match. I am super excited for this match. However, my winner prediction, please don't get mad. Please do not get in the comments and scream at me. This is finally Dominic Mysterio's time. He should have gotten a title like 5 months ago, and it needs to happen now. I think him and Finn are going to be like the last two standing. And Dominic's going to turn on Finn, hit the 619, hit the frog splash on Finn for the pin, once again keeping the Finn Balor losing streak happening. And this is also a good way to get Braun Breaker out of the mid-card title picture and insert him into the world title picture now that like a big name, not as big of a name, Jey Uso or Gunther will be holding it. I just think that Dominic Mysterio is the perfect choice, the perfect good heel champion, and I think that Dominic Mysterio, after being a workhorse, after being so much improved from when he started to now, I think this is Dominic Mysterio's time, and this is finally the moment where he does it and wins the title. Please. Alright, and now we got the United States Championship match between Jacob Fatu and LA Knight. Honestly, this one's a little bit tougher to predict because, honestly, I could see Jacob Fatu beating LA Knight clean, straight up. Or maybe Solo cheats and Jacob Fatu gets mad at him for helping him cheat to win the next night on SmackDown. Then they start their feud. Or maybe Solo Sikoa could cost Jacob Fatu the win here, and LA Knight retains. But I think that Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga are going to help Jacob Fatu win. Jacob Fatu is going to be pissed, next night on SmackDown. He's going to be screaming at them backstage. But then eventually will turn into Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, turning on them will lead to the feud. Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu start that feud eventually. And I'm really disappointed that they would add a title to that because I feel like that's a bloodline rules match or a tribal combat match waiting to happen. But either way, I think Jacob Fatu will win with a little help from Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga when he doesn't want them to help him. Alright, now we got AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. And honestly, if AJ Styles loses this match, I am gonna crash out. Yeah, what would be better than just having him come back from injury, being out for months, and just have him come back at WrestleMania only to lose to Logan Paul. Like, that would be unbelievable. Even though I hate the guy, I gotta give Logan Paul my respect. But honestly, AJ Styles deserves to be in the main event of WrestleMania right now, not taking on some social media influencer Logan Paul in a non-title match. I think Logan's gonna get cocky during the match, and then which will allow AJ Styles to show his veteran side and get the one-up on the young one, Logan Paul. But either way, AJ Styles better win. Alright, and now we have Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky versus Bianca Belair. And let me just say one thing real quick. I would not be mad if either of these three won. No, like literally, even though Rhea Ripley's my favorite out of these, I wouldn't be mad if Io or Bianca Belair won this match. Because all of these women are so great. They are so talented, and it's just mind-blowing to me how great these three work, how great these three work together. But I feel like Bianca Belair has to win this. I don't think that Io and Rhea really need a title right now because they're big enough stars as they are. Like, everybody loves them. And I feel like Bianca Belair, with a title on her, this would be a good way for her and Jade Cargill to up their eventual feud that will happen at SummerSlam for the women's world title. And as for Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, I think they're gonna go on a little non-title feud because we need to see an instant classic between these two. But I think Bianca Belair will eventually win. Alright, and now we got Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair for the WWE Women's Championship. Tiffany Stratton wins this. Please. Honestly, she needs that belt a lot more than Charlotte does, and I hate this Charlotte Flair character right now. And the only thing I think Charlotte Flair has done is just bury young talent, bury people who deserve the title over her. And I'm not saying that Charlotte Flair doesn't deserve the title. It's just that if she won here, it would do nothing for her, like, at all. And plus, on Tiffany Stratton's side, saying, like, that you beat Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania, you will not find a bigger boost to your career. Just look at what it did for Rhea Ripley. You know, Rhea Ripley beat Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 39, and now look at her now. She's, like, literally the top woman on the roster right now. Tiffany Stratton needs to win this. Do not give it to Charlotte. Please, please, please. Alright, now we have the good old World Heavyweight Championship match between Gunther and Jey Uso. If Gunther wins this, now I'm not gonna throw something at the TV. I'm legitimately gonna laugh. That would be funny. Jey Uso wins this match because there is absolutely zero reason as to why he shouldn't. Like, all of a sudden, like, you have Jey Uso win the Royal Rumble. Imagine, like, you have Jey Uso win the Royal Rumble, right? You have him just constantly get beat up by Gunther. You have Gunther just absolutely beat Jimmy Uso into a bloody pulp. You have Jey Uso get his confidence back. It's kind of like Rocky. And then all of a sudden you have Gunther win out of nowhere. Like, what would be the point? Jey Uso will win this match because he has to win this match. Alright, and now we have my favorite match of the entire card. And we have the match I think will be the best. And we have the match that I think is the hardest to predict right now, is Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. Honestly, I can genuinely say if whoever wins this, Paul Heyman will have something to do with it. I can really guarantee you that. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to state a case for each wrestler and why they should win. Maybe Seth Rollins could win because, like, Roman Reigns, CM Punk will be down each other's throats over Paul Heyman, which allow Paul Heyman to turn on both of them and have Seth Rollins be the new Paul Heyman guy. I can see the thing for Roman Reigns winning. You know, you can count on this being your typical triple threat match with Seth Rollins versus CM Punk going down each other's throats, and CM Punk will turn to Paul Heyman and say, "Hand me the chair." Paul Heyman will say no, or hand him the chair, and then low blow CM Punk, which will allow Roman Reigns to pick up the victory. Or I could see the scenario where Paul Heyman just completely turns on Roman Reigns and helps his best friend in the world, CM Punk, win. Like, guys, I don't have a pick yet. Like, I'm talking through it with you guys. I legitimately do not have a pick yet. But ultimately, I do think that Roman Reigns will end up winning. I think you can count on this being your typical triple threat match where Seth Rollins and CM Punk are down each other's throats. CM Punk's gonna ask Paul Heyman for the chair. He's gonna give it to him, but then Paul Heyman's gonna low blow CM Punk, take him out, and then Roman Reigns will Superman punch and then spear Seth Rollins for the win. And I just think, like, honestly, if either one of these, if CM Punk or Seth Rollins won instead, like, I wouldn't be mad because honestly, I just want to witness the match. I just want to witness this feud. I don't care who wins, but I think Roman will win. And finally, now we got the main event, which is Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. Alright, bear with me, guys. This is my big prediction for the entire thing. Cody Rhodes and John Cena are going to put on a clinic for like 20 minutes. I'm pretty sure that you can guess where this is going. This is kind of going to be a bloodline rule structure. They're going to put on a clinic for a couple minutes, and then Cody Rhodes will have John Cena dead to rights. And then the music hits, and then we see The Rock come out. He's going to be face-to-face with Cody. Cody's going to go in, but then The Rock's going to rock bottom him and hand the chair to Cena. hand the chair to Cena, and then Cena's going to hit him with a couple times. He's going to pin him. The ref's going to count 1, 2, then Cody's going to kick out. Then The Rock's going to take out the weight belt to whip Cody with it, and then the glass shatters, and here comes Stone Cold Steve Austin. What should have happened last year, what everyone's been anticipating the entire time. He comes out, he stuns The Rock a couple times, stuns John Cena, and then out goes the Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. Stone Cold Steve Austin's gonna chase The Rock out of the arena. Then Cody Rhodes is gonna hit 3 crossroads. He's gonna count 1, 2. Then the referee will be pulled out by an ominous figure. Cody Rhodes will be distracted. John Cena will hit 2 AAs, but then go for a third one, but it will be from the middle rope, and then hit the third one, and then John Cena will pin him and become the new undisputed WWE champion, winning his 17th. Then the mystery figure will reveal himself. You know, he's got like a black clothing and a Rolex, basically signaling that he sold his soul to The Rock, and it will be none other than Seth Rollins. He lost the WrestleMania main event night before. He's been losing a lot. He needs to sell his soul to The Rock and get the ultimate Seth Rollins heel turn that we've all been waiting for. And that is my fantasy on how I would book it anyway. Alright guys, and that is going to do it for my WrestleMania 41 predictions. I hope you guys had a lot of fun with this, and don't forget to voice yourselves in the comments who you think will win the matches, or what you agree, what you disagree with, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So without further ado, I'm going to get out of here, and I'll see y'all guys next time I upload. Peace.